Here's why your cleaning website isn't ranking on Google. It all boils down to trust. When somebody Googles your cleaning service and your city name or just your cleaning service, Google wants to give that searcher the most trusted website in the world related to your city and that cleaning service. So Google doesn't trust you. Now there's 4 reasons why Google may not trust you, and we're going to go over those 4 reasons. First and foremost, you have to prove who you are. You have to prove who you are up front, up top, and do it really, really well and unmistakable. Google won't like it if you don't. Neither will your web surfers like it if you don't. So in this case, this is a search we just did for my city. And here we have a city landscaped where undeniably this is my city. Anybody that lives here for more than a month knows that, right? We have it plastered along the top. I can tell here by the keywords that they're already there. If you know much about how the keywords work, the phone number is a local extension. Here we talk about air duct cleaning. Here we have reviews. We're giving all of this stuff that Google likes. Here is another example that I always like to give because this shows a few things. Pictures, guys, when you can use them, they show several things that help your user and Google know who you are. In this case, they're letting everybody know that we have several trucks. We have several nicely lettered trucks. Also, the little tree that's in back of here is a certain area of the high desert of Southern California. So this highly signifies that area. We talk about the area here. We have pictures of nice, friendly employees. We have a best of award winner right over here. Lots of different things, just tidbits showing and proving who you are. So you have to prove who you are to your web surfer. You also have to prove who you are to Google through keywords for them to know that you are the most trusted website in the world related to those cleaning services. Now, you also want to make sure that your website is acknowledged by other websites around the internet world. And one great place to do that is social media. YouTube, have a YouTube channel, have a Facebook, obviously, all sorts of other things, but it doesn't just stop there. It needs to be having a little bit of an active one of those type of profiles. Do you have to have an active Facebook and YouTube and everything else? No, you don't. But you have to have a few. You have to have something going on to prove, again, that trust factor. And again, the bigger the city, the more you have to prove that trust. Courtney Lee has a great channel where he does that for his hardwood company, and he had one for his carpet cleaning company, but he's got that. But also, too, all over the internet, you want to have these. This is a site that actually picks up mentions from social media. My former cleaning company was actually picked up because one of my past clients actually recommended me, and it was picked up on the whodou.com. I didn't do this. It was just automatically mentioned because I was on Facebook and they mentioned me on Facebook. But you also want to be mentioned on other social media profiles that you create, right? Tumblr, LinkedIn, all sorts of other social media profiles create for your company for basic topics with some of your keywords there linking back to your website. You also want to make sure that you're on directories. The bigger the city, the more directories that you need to be on. But this is an example of Hot Frog. There's lots of them out there where it links back to your site. It gives an acknowledge, it gives a nod, it gives that trust factor that you're mentioned all over the place. The best cleaning website in the world related to Carpet Cleaning Denver has got all sorts of mentions about Carpet Cleaning Denver, right? And he also has all sorts of mentions on social media and directories and other places. So this is another example of a Blogspot article, again, posted here with links back to the particular pages. As well, if you're a good, reliable website, you're also going to have other websites acknowledge you that are local and cleaning related. Maybe directories where it says, hey, here's other cleaning companies. Be careful about how you do that because that can be done improperly. But those type of things do help to give the nod to the fact to Google that you are a good company. When you have other websites linking to you, Google is kind of acknowledging that you're a company that wants to be linked to. You're a company that everybody enjoys, that people want to give links out to. So another thing that you need to be able to prove is that your website visitors like your website. If you're not ranking, website visitors do not like your website. They're coming to your website and they're getting repelled quickly. Sometimes this is a problem even with SEO when you get ranking for a little while. If the website's really bad, you can stay ranking for a short period of time, but then you'll stop ranking because Google knows that your website's not very good and people aren't staying there. Here's an example, and I'm sorry if this is your website, but this is an example that I pulled up on I think the 4th page of a smaller city. And if you search the website, you really can't tell at all, other than they do carpet cleaning, you can't tell where they're at. you tell they're nothing unique about them really. They do pressure washing, and here's a couple of good before and after pictures. And again, not the worst website I've ever seen, but the only place that you can tell down here at the bottom is in small type about where they're at. Nothing else really unique. A lot of clip art pictures. Nothing that says that you're unique or where you're at, where you're from. You need to establish where you're at up front. Again, what's better, this or this about stating where you're at, or this? Again, big comparison. And you know what? Your user, your website visitor knows that. Here's another example. This one's not quite as bad, but another example that I found in the same type of search. Again, a pretty website, but nothing unique said here. I mean, this picture kind of leads almost to a rental machine. Obviously, that's not a good thing, but just a lot of vague clip art pictures. Your prospect knows that they're clip art pictures. This might be a unique picture here. I don't know. Vague stuff, just kind of really said about the company. Customer satisfaction guarantee, kind of a vague statement. A picture of a vacuum cleaner. Clip art, it just doesn't say we provide regular cleaning. Well, okay, but nothing really said here. And again, you can't tell where this company is from until you scroll to the very bottom of the page. Your average website surfer is not going to scour your website to make sure that you really service their city. Okay, that has to be done up front, big, bad, and bold. Again, I love this idea because all you really have to do is either get somebody that has a drone and pay them a few bucks, or get your own drone. Heck, maybe you can even write it off. I don't know. But take a picture of some type of a landscape of the city, just something. And it doesn't have to be this type of picture, but just something that says your city. And again, it could even be a picture of your van in front of something. But something that you want to take a picture up at the top that says your city and or you can trust us. Right? Those have to be something that happens at the very top of a website. These two sites don't do a good job of doing that at all, and it stands to reason that even though they're in a smaller city, these sites are on the third or fourth page of Google. Right? Is it entirely because of that? No, because it also has to do with all of these other things that I just looked at, all that we just talked about. All of these things are factors. The links that you've got from social media, the links that you got from other websites, how long people stay on your site, all of those are factors. So don't get me wrong, but it does make a difference. It does make a difference. And the other thing, too, fourth, is reviews. You need to get reviews, and not just reviews, but a consistent amount of reviews. And the big thing is more consistent than your competition is getting. That's the big thing. Okay, if you're in a big city, you're going to have to get more. If you're in a small city, you might get away with getting one review every month or every 2 months, right? But the bigger the city, the more reviews, the bigger the service, the more search for the service. For example, hardwood floor probably doesn't need to get as many reviews as carpet cleaning or maid service, right? The bigger the service, the more search for service, the more reviews that you have to get. So these are the things that you need to do to get ranking on Google and stay ranking on Google. And the other thing, too, that is funny about this is when you do all of these things, not only will your Google ranking improve, but the amount of jobs naturally will improve when you add some of these type of things to your website. And then do these type of things, well, not this type of thing, but these type of things to your website. And as well, your Google ads, if you do Google ads, that can improve. Everything that you do, even your Google My Business, can improve. So do it. If you have questions, we do have a small amount of availability for doing search engine optimization and Google ads. You can shoot me a message. You can also go to my cleaning marketing group, shoot me a message anywhere, or reply to an email that you got from me. Ask away for any questions that you've got. I'm here to help. Thanks, guys, and happy ranking for your cleaning site on Google.